The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season. Where he defeated a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the #2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, viewers.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Welcome to All Madden.
The sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stroud working out of the gun. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This goes out wide for Mixon.
I gotta learn how to use the defense. Yeah, I know. Third down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
How's it going?
Now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength.
They're going for it.
He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive.
How's your Tuesday?
For their first possession. And getting the nod here in the preseason, big opportunity for their rookie quarterback.
And how about this young man? And this
I could do this.
When coaches have told us, hey, everyone gets a chance to earn an opportunity.
That's good.
Didn't really believe them. Well, it's true here. He's been one of the surprises of training camp, and now they're giving him his shot to be their starter.
This a running back play?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and he fires one incomplete.
Well. I love slant routes.
Now back to throw.
Ooh.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I guess we'll have to do a dagger.
Where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh my gosh, I was in your hand.
Well, the contact well timed there, and now
wow.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down.
We'll do a double go.
Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Yes.
And he comes back with one complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But
no, we don't. It's preseason.
By that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on. Or they tried
oh my gosh, that would have been an interception.
Almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive.
That wasn't a good throw. That was horrible.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Firing
How are you not getting open?
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something
Let me see
else.
something here.
Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
No, bro, you were open.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
How are you not open?
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's got it.
Yes.
Catch on the sideline. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break.
Let's go.
But then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. Firing quickly.
I schemed him open real good.
On the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now we get set to see.
I need to learn how to do his stick tackles, bro.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Oh, buddy.
But it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting
You better watch how you throw that ball.
They love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A short one going to be taken
Okay.
here by Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Stroud out of the gun here. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The throwing again is Stroud. Flushed out right.
He's running. He's running.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That is the power of C.J. Stroud. He could be on Baltimore.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Now, why didn't you just go on the inside and run?
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stroud.
No, bro.
And he'll take this one in for
He
the
scored on my
Texans
defense.
touchdown. Tank Dell, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are
I'm going to get a block field goal one of these days.
that time a 6-play drive. And it results
And now I
in
got to
the
go for
Texans
2.
in the end zone. So all even at 7 down. they kick it away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that.
Look at that play.
Backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oops.
Nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping
Yeah, that was.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds.
You know what? I'm going to
foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
3rd and 2.
I'm gonna have to.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Aziz Al-Shair, he's the one who got a hand on it and knocked it free.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll run it with Jones.
Got him. That's how you do it, baby.
Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Look at how messed up their defense is, buddy.
They'll look to throw.
Yes, sir.
The 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as
Now y'all have to go for 2.
Team and go to your strength.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that falls to the ground.
All Madden is kind of easy too, to be honest.
Bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Steps away.
Bruh.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it.
Yo, they should really go for it.
Tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Black Knights offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Back to throw now on first down. And
nope.
Nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
What?
You're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and throw for it here.
Bro, that is wild.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stroud looking to throw.
There we go. That's just what I needed. Oh my gosh, I could have been in a pick 6. Ooh.
And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I wanted that pick 6 so bad.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Got him.
Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take
Bro.
back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Did he catch it?
It's tipped, but he still got it.
Wow.
It's down inside the 35 before going.
That's crazy.
A nice pick up there.
Let me see that again.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
Said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses.
Oh, now what's the stay still?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Oh, hell. Okay.
They'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get leeway.
That wasn't even that wasn't even my target.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to look to throw.
Yep.
Quick throw here. That's complete.
There we go.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles,
And this was on all Madden, so this is nothing for me.
A rookie catching it and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans back out there and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mills. Open man is Quintez Cephas. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And space tough to come.
I mean, he got some nice running moves, but
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Black Knights offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this
Oh, homie.
started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through
That's wild. Look at that.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
I love those tip catches sometimes.
Because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make
Nobody sacked me yet.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's see here. We'll try a sling out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he was open.
Contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Better get a field goal in this position, buddy. More reasonable would be like 30-yard line. Yep.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's the only reason why y'all getting a touchdown.
Taken in by Cephas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tell y'all, this is flag football.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yep.
Pressure really ratcheting up. They get a sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy in.
Under pressure. And
field goal.
Down. Sacked back at the 31. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah,
that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The play action fake. They'll look to
no. Oh my gosh.
And on that one, the youngster got caught holding.
Why did you not release the ball when I pressed the button?
And Brandon, you know how we always talk about the clock that a quarterback has to have in his head when he's passing the ball. It has to speed up when you're backed up like this because you know pressure's coming at you. He'll learn. He's just a rookie.
This will be fielded at the 17. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal. But
yo.
Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mills to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Offside, defense.
Like, when can they run across the line?
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt. So they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 67.
Had to, bro.
And the Black Knights are able to widen their lead here in this first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it.
Ooh.
They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense taking over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
They are moving the ball good.
Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go.
They're going to be down almost 20 points.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. Got a man, it's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Yeah, you better call a timeout.
The Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw, Mills. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Oh, they changed my corners.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Pierce. Touchdown, Houston.
You understand my blitz?
Field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Hate that play so bad, bro.
Speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken.
Got him. Got him, baby.
He's on his way. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. As the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That was, okay, cool.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason.
Bro, what kind of halftime was that?
To Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably
Supposed to be a bit longer than that, but hell.
Second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Nope.
On the throw,
You are open.
that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about
Their coverage is getting tight now.
understanding clock management here on out.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
I want to take my chances on this.
To throw.
Ooh,
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot
not
about
punting.
that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw again.
almost had it.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Wait, why is my wide receivers not Okay, so that's my running back. Okay.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Bro, I'm so sick of the stick drift.
Now hold everything. They're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Stick drift, bro. I need a whole new controller.
In this third quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Because we do not care.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So
how do you get your ball to your running back? Yeah.
Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Black Knights go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
How did you not get him?
To the 48, enough for the 1st. Mills now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mills. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is
great play. I'll give him that.
40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Mills. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
So y'all got a manageable field goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outside.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Back to throw here. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
All right, so we go.
Far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll drop to throw.
Bro, release the ball, nigga.
With a football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs.
That under pressure crap is annoying.
Looking to throw is Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake, Mills. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. To throw, Mills. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. He'll be hit.
One good play and one dumb play.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Mills. He gets this complete to Cephas.
Field goal.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Almost an interception right there.
Open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They go again with Pierce. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
Why did you run? I would have ran for it.
Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception.
That is all matter for you.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The OKC offense ready to set out shop again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Bro.
Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start.
I pressed X.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Quick throw there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Bro.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's
Catch the ball.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Nope.
Throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play call,
I wonder though.
change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Yep. And I'm going to make you throw the football.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Akers. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage.
Time for a field goal.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he brings us out past the
Imagine just one more push, bro. That would have been it.
OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be
Yeah,
looking to string
boy.
together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. That one's complete to Tomlinson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mueller. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Run that clock out, baby.
Strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, perfect.
Final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's Mills and the Texans. Down by 16. A minute 55 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mills now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left side.
Oh, why don't you just run the football?
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Yo.
Complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Mills to the air again.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is
Peace.
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. The 20. 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but That touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mills. This will be caught by Brown. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Working out of the gun, Mills. And this one taken in by Cephas. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Mills. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All right, guys. Thanks for the likes, views, and subs and comments. We're out of here. See y'all Friday.
Really, Charles, just complete domination.
It's Thursday. I'm going on Switch.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against
So then, y'all have a great week.
Obviously, your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.